Hi my dear parents, welcome to our YouTube channel Ma Gurukul. Right now today's activity will be addition, but then I have already uploaded the activity for addition which has been in a fast forward mode. This is the parents guide to help children in addition, right? So this is my YouTube channel Ma Gurukul and we will be starting with addition. So the first method is by counting, that is addition by counting. Now how do I do addition by counting and what do I need for that? Always whenever parents, I don't have the specified book with me as of now, right now, because we are in the containment zone. I don't want to go out and buy things for him. So I have this slate which is in the format of these squares. This is the correct one for teaching mathematics for children, right? It helps the children to segregate the numbers based on the blocks. Like for example, in one block only one number can be written, say one number, any one number. In one block you can't write two numbers. It's not right for children to be teaching this. So this is the wrong method and this is the right method, right? I think majority of the parents will be aware about it anyways. I would suggest that whenever the children are playing and learning, it is also important for them to go on and write, because we still are in the traditional, majority of our schools are still in the traditional mode of teaching where writing is very important, right? So we help the child play and make sure they ink it up or they write it up, right? So now for the first method of counting, what I have done is I have taken these carom board pawns. That's the reason it is white, black and red, right? You can replace this with beads, with say horse gram, moong dal, chana, black chana, white chana, which is available in the kitchen, right? So you can replace this with any number of things, right? So the first method, when I give a question to the child, where's my chalk? Counting, say I give a number 4 plus 3. Now what is the child supposed to do? From his thing he is supposed to pick up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 4 is over, plus 3. So below he will add 3. 1, 2, 3. So now ask the child to count all of them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So how many do we have? We have 7. So this is the first method of counting. Fine. The second method is the beading method. I will tell you. The beading, or you remember that we had done that hand and eye coordination and concentration where the phraems need to be put into the string, right? So that method. So that is the second method. What do we need for this one? Again, you will need their book, their mathematics book, a pencil and a eraser for the child, and you will need the. So now for the beading activity, what do we need? We will need a lace or a string. Make sure that you tie it up on one end and make a knot, alright, and we will need these colored crayons, alright. Now how do we help the child to do this? The children do this. Now again you give some single digit number, say we will give 5 plus 2, right? You can go with the double digits also, but then it might get a little difficult for the child to concentrate for double digits. Say if you give some huge digits like 49 plus 12 or something like that, then it's difficult, right? So that's the reason I asked you to limit on to the single digit numbers. So 5, the child will have to do 5, put into the string any things, 5, 1, 2, I am doing it a little faster, the children might do a little slower, 3, 4 and 5, right? So the child has string 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it is plus 2. So what he is supposed to do? He is supposed to add 2 more to this. So 1 and 2. Once the child is done, now ask the child to count the number of frayams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, you can ask the child to space it out like this and count so that they don't get confused. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what is my answer? My answer is 7. So this is the second method. So let's go on to the third method. Now remember, in the second method of beading, they also learn to do mathematics, that is simple addition. Along with that, you are also helping the child to concentrate and help in his fine motor skill development and hand and eye coordination. Fine. The third method is the number line method. Now what is this number line method? I will tell you. So what we have to do is, I have made one number line ready. Usually this is the one which my son uses. He uses up with a pencil and then erases it off. Okay, once he's done with it. So we draw a line and then with equal distance, approximately at equal distances, we write the number starting from 0. So starting from 0 to whatever number. Alright, I have written till 16 because my page is like that, right? I have limited it to 16, but you can go on to as many numbers as possible. I will also give you another suggestion. You can make as many number lines like these possible, get it laminated, cut it up and keep it so that and put it up in a tray, so that whenever the children do addition, pull the tray up, take the number line and start doing the addition. So that is also another method. Alright, for the number line method, once the number is being given, now if I give a number, say for example 12 plus 2. What is 12 plus 2? What is the child supposed to do first? What is the first number? 12. The child is supposed to locate 12 on this number line. Where is 12 on this number line? So this is the one, right? So now he takes his pencil. He takes a pencil of his and locates it 12. Now either he can put a square, a rectangle, or just a dot, or just keep his pencil on 12. Initially, usually help the child to circle it so that they don't forget which was the number they were finding. Alright. So now what is the next one? It is plus 2. Plus 2 meaning I need to move 2 numbers. So I go 1 and 2. So 12 plus 1 and 2. What is the number I have got? I have got 14. I circle the number 14 and then take this number and write it as my answer. So 1 and 4, 14. So this is the number line method. Now what is the fourth method? This is the modified abacus method, not exactly the abacus method, but then it is the modified abacus method. Fine, I have changed it a little. Right. So what do we do here is, we can do 3-digit numbers, we can do addition of 2-digit numbers, and we can do addition of single-digit numbers. Now how do I do addition of single-digit numbers? Like say for example, I have given 6 plus 2. Right. So we will ask the child to draw this line and bead it with the pencil. Right. What is the first number we have given? 6. So what the child does is draws 6 beads on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you might have noticed that the beads of mine which has been drawn are not of the same size. That is only because to make sure, or to help you understand that when the children do it, they might do it like this. So don't bother them and tell, no, all the beads have to be of the same kind. No. So 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 beads. Next, what is the one which is there on the question? It is plus 2. So on the same line, I do 2, 1 and 2. And then I count the number of beads. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What is my answer? I carry this number and write it on my thing. So this is single digit. Now how do I do double digit addition? Say for example, you have given something like 42 plus 18. Now when you look at it, you feel the number is so big, right? 42 plus 18. How is it possible that the child will do that, right? Now again, for this, what we do is, when we write 42 plus 18, we help the child divide this exactly into half so that they don't get confused, right? Of course, here I have not written ones, tens and hundreds. I have not introduced that concept yet, but then we just divide that into exactly half and try to see if we can draw two boxes like this, right? So what do? I cover one of the boxes with one of my finger. I get one and cover the other two. That means I need to draw two different lines, right? So what is the first one? It is, when I cover this up, what is it telling? It is telling 2 plus 8, right? So 2, 1, 2 plus 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 2 plus 8. Now the child will count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Now if I am going to write 10, will I write it like this? I can't definitely write like this. So we will tell the children, this particular line can hold only 9 numbers. It's like a story. It is a kind of a snake, or it is a kind of a stick which can hold only 9 gems. Children like to eat gems. So what if this stick has more than 9 gems? We will write as 0, and one of the gem will get jumped onto the other string. Alright, so one of the gems, that is 1, got jumped onto the other string. Now onto this, I'll have to add these two numbers. What are these two numbers? 4 and 1. So I will draw 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1. Remember, see, can you see this bead? I have colored this bead, meaning that it is being carried forward. The colored gem is the one which is been coming from the one which is there from the previous line. So we will add up all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Alright, so what is the answer? 60. 6 and 0. Now you will face one major thing while doing this. Like for example, when I closed up, right, they might mess it up onto where to put 4 plus 1 and where to put 2 plus 8, right? There is a method to teach that too. When we give this, and when we have asked them to separate into two different blocks or two different chocolates, you can use anything, two different biscuits. So we have one biscuit here and another biscuit here, right? And hence we make the same thing. So we have one biscuit and we have another biscuit with the strings of gems into it, or strings of choco chips into it, right? And then we ask the child to see and write it on the same side. Like for example, if I am closing my hand like this, which is the number which is available to me? 2 and 8. So I close the hand in the same way and see 2 and 8. Right? So now 2 and 8 is over. So now I move it in such a way that I get only 4 and 1. I move it in such a way to get 4 and 1. Kindly don't use right and left, because there are so many children who will not understand which is the right side, which is the left side. And if you have introduced this tens and ones and tens and hundreds, then it is easy. If the child is able to understand, then it is more easier. But if you are still not introduced ones, tens and hundreds places, and then just given double digit numbers, and this is the way it is supposed to be done. So you can add this to how many ever digits. So you can add up, continue to add 3 digits, 4 digits, 5 digits additions to the children, and tell that one string can hold how many gems? It can hold only 9 gems. And if it gets more than 9, we write the first number here and carry the second number onto the next string. Fine. So, this is the 4 methods. I will be adding the link for the activity done by my son in the description box for the same one, the activity done by my child. So, you can look into that video. That video is in the fast forward version, because if I have to wait for the child to count each of these big numbers, and it's going to take a lot of time, right? So, this is the parents guide video. The activity video is updated to you in the description. Thank you.